going to be zoomed in on here?
I will. Yeah, I need to.
Sit down for a sec.
Okay, so we are live. We got this mic going, this camera going. I hope everybody can see me. Yes, so we are live. Great. So hello everybody. Welcome to Kids Auto and Truck Repair. I am excited for this. We have been waiting a couple of days to do this. And I would like to thank the masterminds behind the cameras. We have a couple of cameras set up. So we have cameraman Matt behind the camera. We have cameraman Kyler. Thank you guys for every day you go. You're just showing your thumb. You're supposed to show your face. I mean, you guys might see cameraman Kyler because I'm gonna need Kyler over here when we remove the hood on this Chevy. So guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for everything you're doing. Now, if you can hear me, okay, let's do a mic check first. Everyone that's tuned in, thank you guys. If you guys can hear me, just give us a thumbs up and say you can hear me, okay? So I'm gonna switch this over here because I would like to start seeing your comments. So let's go right here. Okay, good. So we're good to go. You guys can see me. So I was making sure I have comments over here on the big screen because I have a big screen in front of me here. So if you can hear me, say hello. Okay, so we got, what's his name? I'm gonna be reading your names, guys. I'm probably gonna butcher these names. Is it, how do you read that name? Gedzer Bright?
Do you need to zoom in?
We can. Should we zoom in? Yeah, can you do it? Thanks, Matt. Okay, so we need to zoom in a little bit so you guys can hear me. Great. So while Matt is taking care of the... Okay, awesome. So we got my friend James following from Kenya. Hello, James. How are you? Thanks for being here. So who else is here? Okay, very good. We have Oswald Dopewell says hello. Hello, my friend. We got Michael Witters says hi from Prince in the UK. Thanks for being here. The silent tone Victor says what's up. What's up, my friend? Very cool. Thank you for having you guys here. This is awesome. Okay, so who else is here? Oh, we got someone from Ghana. Selina Musa Abdul Salam from Ghana. Hello, my friend. We got silent tone Victor. Very cool. We got Rob from Wisconsin. Thanks for being here, Rob. Yeah, who else? Guys, come on, we got Ashinde Rashid from Nigeria. Guys, this is awesome. To some of you who were here while we did our last live stream, guys, let me know if you can tell a difference between what we have now and what we had before. So once again, thank you to cameraman Matt and cameraman Kyler. Okay. Tyson said you skipped my name. No, I didn't mean to skip your name. Cool. Thanks for being here. We have Pushpa Kumara. He says hello from Sri Lanka. Hello, my friend. Thank you for being here. All right. So behind me here we have a Chevy Cruze that some of you might be familiar with. This is a vehicle that I had bought a couple of months ago from one of my customers. This vehicle needs an engine. I mean, you guys will most likely remember the video that I did about on this Chevy. This vehicle needs an engine. The engine has low compression and the engine is completely toast. So I ended up buying it. I bought a used engine with low miles that we're gonna install on this vehicle. I don't think we're gonna live stream the whole process, but I would like to live stream how I'm gonna start taking this engine out, and then as your questions start coming in, I will be answering your questions also. Okay. So let's see. We have. Okay. All right, so we have sincerely, Eniel says, hello, Kit, hello. Miles Nahan says, what's up? What's up, my friend? Oh, Tyson says, yeah, you were in front of the camera, that's fine. Tyson says, it's a head gasket. Yeah, well, this engine might need a head gasket, so what I'm planning on doing is, once we take the engine out, we're gonna put it on the engine stand. I can't talk, let me get my water bottle. So once we get the engine out, we're gonna put the engine on the engine stand, and then we're going to take it apart so we can see what's wrong with it, okay? So, it might need a head gasket. It would be nice to, strip it and figure out what's wrong, okay? Now, the Silent on Victor says it's more stable. The video is more stable. Okay, very cool. Yeah, we learned from the mistakes we made last time. Cameraman Matt did a lot of research, What? Interference, yeah, we had a lot of interference with the audio. So how is the audio now? Is the audio very good? Okay, so cameraman Matt and cameraman Kyler are behind the camera and making sure that everything is going well. So thank you for your feedback. And then we says, Alfred Che says, hello, good teacher, you're great. Thank you, I appreciate it. And then Dan ONG says, hello from San Francisco, California. Hello, Dan. Nachi says, hello, our cameraman is out of order. Why is out of order? Oh, really? Why is he not shaking the camera as a sign of his presence? From Zanzi, South Africa. Okay, well, yeah, cameraman Matt likes to shake the camera. That's kind of his, I guess, his signature move. But when we start working here under the hood, I don't know, you can do your camera shaky thing. Guys, actually, let me ask you guys, there are some of you that don't like it. I've had comments about other people say, oh, we don't like Matt shaking the camera. How many of you don't like that? Because I feel like there are some of you that like it, some don't. So let us know, okay? And then we have Dolce Gethen. Guys, if I'm butchering your names, I apologize. It says, good evening, bro, watching you from Côte d'Ivoire. Oh, mon ami, comment ça va? Ça va bien? And then Selkash Ozdemir says, Chevy Cruze 1.8 or 1.4. It's a 1.8. Let me double check. It's a 1.8 liter. Yeah, it's a 1.8 liter engine. So now, the replacement video will most likely be a separate video that we're gonna shoot. We are planning on doing this live stream for about an hour and a half or maybe 2 hours max. So depending on how we feel afterwards, we're gonna continue filming on this. I would like to film the whole process. The videos will come out in the future. And then, as I'm reading the comments here, Tyson says, I love a good shake. So I guess cameraman Matt, Tyson likes your shake. Yeah, so there will be videos about this anyways. And I'm excited to figure out why this engine fell. I mean, I'm pretty sure the head gasket burnt, but I would like to take it apart. Okay, so Tyson says, very well spoken, keep up the good teacher. Thank you. Alfred says, you have helped people around the world with every tools? Okay. And then Ayinde Rashidi said, have no watch a video. Interesting. Okay. You mean you didn't watch the video? And then Osheld Dopewell says, audio is super great. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. We made sure that, cameraman Matt really worked on the audio. So we made sure that the audio today is going to be better than last time. Okay. So Devin Whitlow says, hey, hello. And then Oswald Dope says, I like it. It's his way of saying yes. Okay, so you guys like the shaky camera that Matt does. Actually, Kyler, you should find because when Matt shakes the camera, so guys, we have two, hold on, cameraman, he's so eager to shake the camera, hold on. You do it when we start filming under the hood. Guys, so we have two great cameramen and videographers here on our team. You guys know cameraman. Cameraman Matt has been doing great. We also have, in addition to our team, cameraman Kyler. You guys will start getting to know him very soon. He's great. Some of the videos that he has worked on are not out yet. I watched them. Man, I'm just so grateful and blessed to have such a great team. They're producing awesome videos. I can't wait for you guys to see cameraman Kyler's videos. So maybe Kyler should come up with some type of I don't know, effect or whatever that you're gonna do in the video so that, you know, people can know it's you. Anyways, so let's see. So what else do we have? So Dio, the shaky is his trademark. Okay, so I guess Matt, the shaky is your trademark. So Don Crico. So guys, if I'm looking away, it's not that I don't want to look at you guys. I'm reading the comments from the screen here. So it says, I'm not a professional auto mechanic, but I like to work on my cars. What are the most essential tools for electrical repairs? That's a good question. So some of the most essential tools for electrical repairs are a multimeter. You need a multimeter, a good one. You need a test light, you know, an incandescent test light. That's a must-have. You need a power probe. Now, you have to be careful using a power probe. You need piercing tools or back probing tools. So depending on what kind of work you would like to do, if you just want to do the basic stuff, those are the most essential tools that you will need. So yeah, that's what I would recommend you get. And you can get those on eBay. If you're here in the States, you can order those tools online and they're pretty cheap. As some of you have noticed, I like to use cheap tools. You know, out of everything we have to buy here in the shop, I try to, I like quality tools, but you also have to be smart with it and not spend all your money, So now, what else do we have? We have Gerwinder Singe says, I have I guess a GMC Arcadia 2009. I changed master switch, but driver's side window is not working. Well, okay, why did you change the switch? You might have a wiring issue, There's a video I made a while back. I think it was on a Honda Odyssey. That video, I think the windows were not working, only the driver's side was working. And then the issue ended up being the master switch that was defective. Some of you might recognize that video. So, I mean, I was able to figure out the issue because of the wiring diagram. So you have to look at the wiring diagram, figure out your powers and grounds to the switch, and then everything else. Are we good? Yeah. Okay. I see cameraman Matt is signaling me behind the camera. Is everything okay?
Streaming 720, 1080. It's not too bad, but it's blurry.
Oh, really? Can we change it?
I can probably pause it real quick.
Yeah, and then switch it. Okay. So cameraman Matt is telling me that the streaming is blurry, so he's gonna change the settings. Should we stop this or no?
Yeah, put on the.
All right, we are back. It's kind of loading over here. Oh, I guess there's a little delay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I think, yeah, we're back. I can see myself. Okay, very good. Cameraman Matt had to adjust some things. All right, so what question? Okay, I'm gonna have to scroll down a little bit. I feel like I missed a couple questions. Come on. I'm trying to scroll up. There's a little delay here, but anyways.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah? Okay. Cool. Guys, if I missed your question, I apologize. We're starting to get a couple questions come in, so that's good. What other question do we have? I learned how to repair a Mercedes Sprinter by watching your video. Cell Selçuk Özdemir. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Well, that's why we make these videos. I make these videos so I can share my experience and my knowledge with you guys, and so I can share how we fix vehicles here in our shop. So if the videos are helpful, that's awesome. This is why we're doing this. And then Alfred Chase says, you have helped folks around the globe with limited tools. Thank you. My pleasure. I like that. Jay Valentino says, no check engine light. It only came on when it got to 26 degrees in South Dakota and couldn't maintain an idle. So are you saying your vehicle is not idling? If you scan it, do you have any pending codes coming up? Okay, so what else do we have? Ayinde Rashid says, I wish to come and learn more from you, inshallah. Okay, that's cool. I mean, if you can, if someday you can come here, that would be great. And then we have Urbain Kit. Oh, so that's my little brother, Pierrot. Ça va? Urbain Kit says, big strength to you, big bro. I always watch your videos, and live you are a great pride. Thank you, buddy. Pierrot, come on, t'as la live stream. C'est bien ça. Okay, so James says, kids, I appreciate very much my first time to be with you live, but even today I watched a video about you went doing my mechanic job in Kenya. Oh, really? Oh, very cool. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's good to know. So, Gurdwinder Singh says, thanks, sir. My pleasure. Leslie Wells says, congratulations on the live chat. Thank you. Ayinde Rashid says, I was given a job in one company, a diagnostic car mechanic. Please, what are the job I'm going to be doing? What do you mean? Like you just got a job as a diagnostician? I mean, if you got a job as a diagnostician, I'm sure you're going to be doing a lot of electrical and electronic work. So pretty much some of the diagnostic work that we do here every day, that's what you're going to start dealing with. And yeah, keep watching the videos, and hopefully the videos are helpful. So Rob Bertzik says, not blurry on my end, good audio and video. Thank you. We got to thank these gentlemen behind the camera, Matt and Kyler. You know, they are the brain and the technology behind all of this. So thank you, cameraman Matt, and thank you, cameraman Kyler. You know, you guys are doing great. So Leslie Wells says, what diagnostic tools under $1,500? So if your budget is $1,500, I would recommend buying an Autel scan tool. I think the Autel, is it M608, I believe. I haven't used it. I have a friend that uses it. He loves it. It's a pretty good tool. If you do a lot of European, what I have noticed is if you work on a lot of European vehicles like Mercedes, BMWs, and VWs, Autel seems to do better than my other scan tools, like for example the Snap-on one. But Autel also is good on domestic vehicles. So I would recommend an Autel scan tool. Now, Autel don't sponsor my videos, and they're not sponsoring this live stream, so that's just my opinion. You know, if you're looking for a scan tool, the Autel scan tool is what to get. Now, Ata Kwaku says, greeting brother. Will you advise me to buy a used Mercedes Sprinter 2500 2020? Yes, I would. If you're looking into buying a Sprinter van, I would recommend, well, look at the mileage first, okay? Make sure it doesn't have a lot of miles, like anything over 180,000 miles, you should kind of stay away from, because that's usually when they start to have issues. That's when they start to have oil cooler issues, you know, oil leaks and turbo issues. So anything below 150,000 miles is pretty okay. And then, yeah, so before you buy it, if you can crawl underneath, make sure there isn't enough there isn't a lot of oil, under the engine. Make sure the bottom of the engine is not covered with oil. Test drive it. Make sure it's not losing power. I'm actually thinking about a video that I can put together about, we're probably going to call it things to check before you buy a Sprinter, or maybe things to check when you are a Sprinter owner, like kind of like a 10 or 15-minute video where I can show you things to check if you own a Sprinter or if you are buying a Sprinter. So if you are experiencing low power and things of that nature, so you can look around. So in front of the Sprinter, you have a charger cooler. On each side of the charger cooler, you have hoses. You can check those hoses to make sure they are not wet with motor oil. If there's a lot of oil around those hoses, that's an indication of a leak right there. So these are spots that you can check pretty fast. And then if you have oil around those hoses, that can cause low boost codes, yeah. So I'm gonna think about a list that I can put together and share with you guys, okay? Now, Robert Bert says, oh, okay, very good. Luke Penagopoulos says, good day for Montreal, Canada. It is so nice to see you live. So nice to see you guys. Actually, as I was talking to my team here, I was talking to cameraman Matt and Kyler, we were thinking about how often we should be going live. So guys, let me know in the live chat about how often we should be going live. Should we be doing this once a month, or every other week?
I just want to get that key for the Jeep from you.
You good? Okay. Yeah, you are. No, anytime. Okay, cool. Sorry, guys. I was talking to Zach. All right. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. Just let us know. How often do you think we should be having a live stream? Okay. So Don Quicock says, is there any way that you clone yourself and open what? You clone yourself and open an auto shop in Southern California? Well, maybe in the future. Actually, we are focusing on this shop over here in Frederick, Maryland. Actually, we already outgrew this shop. We are looking for a bigger shop, and I'm in the process of, hiring great team members here at Kids Auto and Truck Repair. We have two great candidates. They are great mechanics that I'm talking with. Hopefully, they will start working here in a little bit. And then after we get this shop kind of, ready and rolling, and then maybe we're going to branch off and open up another location, because my goal is to have different locations. So hopefully in the future, we're going to have a shop in California. It would be nice. I mean, I can be here in Maryland for 2 days, and then I can fly to California for another 2 days. And then, of course, my camera crew will be traveling with me. So you guys will come to the shop and see cameraman Matt and cameraman Kyler. So yeah, we're making sure we're gonna get a team ready that's gonna pretty much produce the quality of work that I would produce myself here, and then we will branch off and open up another location. So we're working on it and thinking about that. Okay. And then Donovan says, excellent content. You sharing with the world. You've enlightened me so much. My mechanic can no longer do any shady work on my car. That's good. I'm glad. I mean, these videos are not just meant to be done for mechanics. Ideally, I want to help my fellow technicians out there, but they're also videos for everybody. If you're a consumer watching these videos, and if you have learned a lot from these videos, that's great. This is why we're doing this. Okay. Now we have Bernard D. Patridge says, keep making videos. They are very informative, and I enjoy your commentary and how you take us through the process of troubleshooting different issues. Keep up the good work. Yes, thank you. Thank you for telling me that. I had a meeting with Kyler and Matt the other day, I was telling my camera crew how important they are and how important what we are doing, because they do great work. I don't know if sometimes they realize how important their work is, because when I read the comments that you guys leave in our videos, right now you can get our shop phone number on Google, and it's been mind-blowing, the emails and the phone calls that I get. Last week I got a call from a guy in Mexico. Actually, he called me and said, Dio, I'm so grateful for the videos I have. I think he's a contractor. He's got a couple of Sprinter vans, and he's been watching the videos. He told me not a lot of mechanics out there can work on Sprinter vans, so our videos have helped them fix and maintain their Sprinter van. So he's been very grateful. He asked me if he could fly me over there. He was like, can we fly you over here for a week? You can help us figure out all these issues we have and then come back. So I told them, no, I mean, that's something we might do in the future, but right now I have a business to run. I have customers here that I have to take care of. So just going back to what I was saying about my crew, I was telling cameraman Matt and cameraman Kyler that what you guys do is very important, and I hope you realize the magnitude of what you guys are doing. I'm grateful to have you guys here on my team. You guys are awesome, and yeah. So guys, show some love to cameraman Matt and cameraman Kyler for what they do. Sometimes they wonder, Matt. Every time a customer comes to the shop, they ask, they're like, "Where's cameraman Matt?" I tell Matt, I'm like, "Matt, you're famous now." He's like, "No, nobody knows me." I'm like, "Yeah, you are famous." So cameraman Matt, these guys do great work. Anyways. So Miles Mahan says, how you doing? I'm doing good. Senior Will Block watching from Qatar. Oh man, thanks for being here. ABZBRK says, lots, often is good. Oh, I mean, you're talking about how often we should do a live stream? Okay. Reynold Cherry says bi-weekly is fine. Okay. What do you guys think, guys? Bi-weekly live stream? Yeah, okay. Cameraman Matt was you don't have a camera, buddy. Okay, so bi-weekly is pretty cool. So Miles Manhan says it depends what we accomplish. Oh, okay. Sylvester Jones says, what type of scanner would you recommend? Autel. I would recommend an Autel and then a Snap-on scan tool too. I like Snap-on because of how the live data is written on their platform. And they're also very user friendly, so I love the Snap-on scan tool. Okay. Mikey18 says my car was shaking and idling at a stoplight. What would be the issue? You could have a misfire. Do you have a check engine light? If you do, scan it and see what codes you have. You could have a misfire. What kind of car is it? And then Reynolds Cherry says, what would you say is the hardest system to troubleshoot as an auto technician? Electrical, drivetrain, engine, exhaust. What's the most difficult to troubleshoot? I think electrical. Electrical is very difficult. I mean, electrical and electronic. It's difficult at first when you haven't had a grasp about systems and how sensors work. But once you understand very well how sensors and electric motors and circuits work, it's pretty easy. Like right now, I do more of electrical and electronic work. Sometimes when I diagnose mechanical issues, like I have to sit down and think and remember certain things because, I feel like I do a lot of electrical and electronic diagnosis. And when it comes to mechanical and electrical stuff, mechanical stuff, I have to pause and remember certain things. Like I have a Sprinter outside. It was dropped off last week. It's vibrating. And I took it on a test drive. I had to kind of pause and remember some of the things that can cause the issue. So sometimes it's no longer coming naturally. I have to think because I don't do it as often as I used to. So for me right now, it's the mechanical stuff. Sometimes I have to wait and review the stuff. So anyways, yeah, we live and learn. We learn every day. I learn every day, I'm not an expert. I learn all the time. So, we make mistakes and we correct them and we move on. Anyways, So DJ Automotive says, what's up, bro? Keep up the good work. Do you handle the EC cloning and programming yourself or outsource? I outsource every programming that I do. I haven't bought the equipment yet. That is something I'm going to start doing in the future. And once I buy the equipment, I'll start sharing that with you. So I don't do any programming or any cloning yet. And then we have William Figueroa says, how you resolve a code P0734. That is a transmission. Oops, I just lost that comment. I need to go back. How come it's not letting me scroll back? Matt, can you figure that out, please? I just missed that comment. I think that was a transmission comment. Cameraman Matt, so Reynolds Cherry is saying cameraman Matt. Oh, okay. How did you do it? Did you just scroll with, I want to be able to scroll up and down so I can go back. Because if I, okay, good. If I miss the comment, then I can go back and, just right here. Oh, perfect. Nice. Thank you, Matt. All right, so I was reading. All right, so guys, I'm going to try to get to as many comments as I can. So bear with me here. So I was reading. So Queso says, I have a 2000. No, that's not the comment I was reading. Let me see. It was the transmission comment. All right, so what's that? My mouse, yeah, it's over there. I mean, this is fine.
You can go like this.
Maybe I can move.
Here, look, you can just put your finger.
Oh, can I do it there?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. It's not working.
Roll the wheel. Oh, hey, you move the mouse over the.
Where?
Over to that. No.
How? How? What are you showing me? I don't know. What? What are you showing me? What are you showing me, Matt? What?
Move the mouse cursor to the. Yeah, put
Closer to what? Yeah.
Yeah, and then move the mouse cursor to that side.
This side?
To where? To the comments, and then roll the wheel. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cameraman Matt is making fun of me. Okay. Okay. All right. So. All right. Do you guys know at what time we started the live stream? Was it 1? Oh, no, I think we started a little late. So we're gonna try to go for an hour or an hour and a half. Okay. Well, let me go through all the comments and then we can. I want to take off some stuff from the engine bay while we're doing the live stream so we can show everybody, and then we'll do the rest of it off the live stream. Okay. So what was I reading? Okay. So Queso says, I have a 2017 Ford F-150. I checked. P043 shows up. How to fix it? Well, your code is not complete, my friend. There's one digit missing. Okay. And then so Atta says, bro, your knowledge on Mercedes Sprinter. Matt, can you turn that down? I can hear myself. Bro, your knowledge on Mercedes Sprinter van is great. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. William Figueroa says, how you solving a code P0434? Fourth gear correlation on Nissan Quest. Thanks, I like your videos. Well, gear correlation codes can be caused by so many things. The first thing that's coming to mind is a shift solenoid. You can have a defective shift solenoid. You can have a shift solenoid circuit problem that can cause that. So I recommend you take your vehicle to someone who knows how to diagnose these kind of issues so they can diagnose it for you. Okay? And then Bereke Takele says, "Hi, I'm studying automotive technology, and what will be your best advice for me?" So you're in trade school, or maybe you're in college. You're doing the automotive program. So my best advice to you is listen to your professors, listen to your instructors, do your homework. You're not going to learn everything at school. You need to start doing research. Everything I know, I didn't learn at school. You're going to have to read a lot of books. If you want to be good at electrical and electronics, you need to read. I can't tell you how many books I've read. I mean, I read all the time. I like to read for fun. So you're going to read a bunch of books, and get books online, watch videos, watch my videos, watch Scanner Danner, watch there are a bunch of great YouTubers out there. Watch Eric O, watch Ivan, Pine Auto Diagnosis, watch who else? Diagnose Dan, watch a lot of great YouTubers. Watch a bunch of YouTube videos, read books, and get a job at a shop. Become an intern, or get your foot in the door. When you're not in school, go work at a garage and learn. Make sure you're learning from a good master mechanic, like someone who does it well, because you're gonna become, you're gonna be as good as, maybe better than the person you're gonna learn from. So find a good shop you can go work and learn, and then just keep learning. Eventually, you'll get there. And once you become good and you become great, this is a great industry. I would recommend, everybody to get in this, because it's not one of those careers where you can kind of have a dead end. There's always something to do. The technology keeps growing. There's always something to learn. There are hybrid vehicles out there. There's, electric vehicles. There's just so much to learn and so much to do. Actually, Kyler and I were filming a video on a hybrid vehicle that we worked on a couple of, I think about a week ago now. And you guys will see the video soon. Kyler just finished it. I need to upload it maybe later today or tomorrow. So yeah, I like the technology. I like to learn, and I like to work on many makes and models. So it keeps me busy. It keeps me. It makes me want to learn more, and it makes it fun for me. So I would recommend you keep reading. Listen to your professors and read books. Okay, so Chepang Kono says, "Hi Dio, help with this Mercedes fault code 14A700. I replaced the turbo." 14A700. That kind of sounds like a misfire code, if I'm not mistaken. So a misfire on a diesel engine. I mean, I've said this here several times. I'm going to say this again. A misfire on a diesel engine is usually caused by lack of compression or a defective injector. So yeah, check that. Make sure your injector wiring is good, and make sure you have good fuel pressure going to the injector, or maybe you have a defective injector. Okay, so Solo Her says, "Your video has helped me understand how I can repair my Sprinter van. I have trauma of trusting mechanics who will take advantage of me doing poor job." Unfortunately, a lot of us mechanics have bad reputation. People think mechanics are crooks. People think mechanics, take advantage of people, but it's not all of them. Not all mechanics are crooks. Some mechanics are very honest, and they do their best, and they take care of their customers. So that's what I do all the time. I always try to be straightforward with my customers. I always try to do my, I have a process I follow. You guys, some of you have been following me for a while. You will notice I tend to do the same test over and over because I have a process I follow. So, I try to treat my customers, I treat my customers like the way I would want to be treated if I was going to a shop, if I wasn't a mechanic myself. So that's how I do it. And I know some shops that do that also, but some shops don't. So it's just a matter of hopefully finding a good shop that you can trust and that can take care of your vehicles. Okay, we have Atakwar says, "I'm currently using a Kia van in Ghana because our technicians here in Africa and Ghana, to be specific, are now well informed and educated in the electronic cars." Yeah, that's sad. Well, I used to be one of them. As most of you know, I was born and raised in Congo. I remember, so my dad had a shop in Congo. So the thing with a lot of technicians in Africa, not all of them, is they are not exposed to the training and the technology that we are exposed to here in the States. You know, at my dad's shop, we didn't have all the scan tools. Like I wanted to learn, but we didn't have the technology. So luckily, I had an opportunity to move to the States. Then I remember telling myself, if I go to America, I'm gonna learn everything I have to learn, and I'm gonna become, I would wanna be the best technician I can ever be. And when I got here, that's all I did. I went to school, I learned, I read books, I went to training. Yeah, and then eventually some of the difficult things became easy. So yeah, I know there are a lot of good mechanics in Africa that wanna learn, but unfortunately, you know, the classes are not available to them. So one thing that my friend and I were kind of entertaining the other day, maybe in the future, I'll probably have seminars and training events that I might have to do back home and maybe in certain African countries. So guys, let me know. Maybe if there's someone who can sponsor that, we can have a kids oral training class where we can train people about, you know, electrical and diagnostic work and, you know, and all that stuff. And then we can do it in other series, different cities and countries in Africa. So maybe we can do that in the future. And then we can take our filming crew with us. They can film the classes, and then we can have that on the channel too. So yeah, there's a lot to be done. There's a lot we can do. So if that sounds like a good idea, maybe we can work on that. Okay, we have Joe Abate says, hello from New Jersey. Hello. So Bednar D. Partridge says, cameramen are very important. Being able to capture the best angle allows us viewers the ability to see exactly what you're doing and testing. Big shout out to the cameraman. Excellent job, gentlemen. Big shout out to you guys, okay? Hats off to you guys. They're sitting there here in front, behind the camera. So guys, I mean, you guys, I mean, I appreciate them. They do great work, you know, and yes, you know, we should appreciate our awesome camera crew. They do awesome work. Okay. We have Gidi Oche says, kids, I have issue with sprinter leaking oil like crazy. Okay. So 316 CDI 2000, but this van is a performer gearbox, smooth like silk. But another issue with Sprinter 315 2022 with the whining noise at rear end. Yeah, whining noise on Sprinters, what I've seen is, make sure, check your drive shaft, your propeller shaft support bearings, especially if your Sprinter has high mileage, if it has a lot of miles, those bearings usually cause whining noises. So I would go check that first. And then Michael Wieters says, it's amazing how clear you are with information as you are diagnosing the fault and finding the issues, from knowing nothing to getting clued up on parts tests that need to be carried out. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. And then there is Mukhtar Bari says, I have a 2020 Mitsubishi Outlander with, oh, you meant 100,000 miles. Would you recommend a transmission fluid change? But I don't know if it has ever been changed before. Yeah, you should. I mean, 100,000 miles is not a lot. I recommend my customers here to change the transmission fluid every 35,000 or 40,000 miles. So if it hasn't been done, I recommend you do it, and then you keep track of that afterwards. Okay. And then we have Charles Auto and Truck Repair. Thank you, Master Auto. Oh, Charles Auto and Truck Repair. Okay, we are Kids Auto and Truck Repair. Very cool. So Charles Auto and Truck Repair says, thank you, my Master Auto Technician. Your videos are awesome and have great teachings. May you please continue the good work. Yes, thank you. I'm grateful to hear that. Thank you for letting me know. We're gonna continue making videos. Solo Hair says, guys, you need to hit the like button It's the button with the thumbs up pointing up. Yes, guys, come on. Give us a thumbs up. Come on, man. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a heart, whatever you have to do so that more people can reach the this live stream so that more people can see it. Guys, come on. Give it. It doesn't cost you anything, you know. Give us a thumbs up. You know, it doesn't cost you anything. Please do it. And again, guys, I thank you guys for watching the videos, subscribing to the channel, leaving the comment. To be honest, you guys are our marketing vehicle, okay? You are our marketing plan and our marketing strategy. Our shop is way busy. Our business is growing very fast because of you. So, guys, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. If you know someone who might benefit from this, send it to them. Ask them to subscribe, like the video, okay? So, you know, I don't know, get the link, cut the link, whatever you have to do, send it to someone. I would really appreciate it. All right, so Notzi says, Dio, share with us where you get all the technical docs, like wiring diagrams, and if any, what other annual subscriptions do you have and the associated cost? Okay, that's a good question. I actually, so in terms of software, service info, I use Metro ProDemand. So that's where I get all my wiring diagrams from. I get my wiring diagrams from Metro ProDemand. There's also Identifix out there that I don't have yet. I might have to get it in the future, but Metro ProDemand pretty much does everything that covers everything that I do. So it does pretty well. And then the costs associated with it, I believe I pay about, how much do I pay? Like $170 a month to get Metro ProDemand. So, you know, if you're here in the States, you can get that. I highly recommend it. And, you know, if you're outside of the States, if you're in Africa or Europe, I'm sure there are a couple service informations out there. Now, Metro ProDemand is cloud-based. So I think if you're outside the state, you might still get it, but you might have to call Metro ProDemand and ask to see if it's possible. Okay. And then now the other technical documents, you mean like books and stuff? Now books, you can get books from, I mean, there's a wide variety of companies out there that provide technical books. There's AES Wave that you can get books from. There's Motor Edge. There is, I think the other company is Delmar, something about Delmar. They're a pretty good company. They have great technical books. You can get ASE, test prep, guides, books. They're pretty good as well. Yeah, and then just read, you know, just read. You gotta love reading. If you wanna be good at electrical and electronic, this stuff is not hard, guys. If you apply yourself and read, I remember when I was getting into this, I was the type of technician that was running away from electrical and electronic stuff. I didn't want to touch that because I thought electrical was very difficult. But then, actually, the person who really helped me become good at it is Scanner Danner. I started watching Scanner Danner videos and I read his book. I was like, you know what, I gotta do this. And Bernie Thompson too. So I started just, you know, reading and applying myself, and eventually it became, I won't say easy because, you know, I'm still learning, but eventually it became a lot. I started listening, understanding circuits and a lot of things a lot easier. Okay. Now, Miles Manhan says, what services do you use for wiring diagram and theory operations? I use Metro ProDemand. And then Shekirembeka Frank says, hello, Mr. Kit. Talk about common rail target fuel pressure and fuel pressure. Common rail. Okay, so common rail on a Sprinter van, on what vehicle? Common rail systems are pretty straightforward. You know, you have a low side fuel pump in the tank that sends fuel, to the high pressure pump through filters, and then the high pressure pump compresses the fuel. Yeah, compresses it and then sends it to the rail at the higher pressure, and then from the rail it goes to the injectors, and of course you have a quantity control valve, you have a pressure regulator on the rail. So if you know how common rail systems work, it's easy to diagnose pretty much most common rail systems. I mean, some of you have seen videos that I made on school buses, big school buses that have Cummins engines with common rail systems. It's basically the same system that you find on Sprinter vans, BMWs. Yeah, so if you know how these systems work, you can pretty much diagnose all these engines. Okay, and then Robert Bertkiss says, I still change oil in all my vehicles every 3,000 miles. Okay, that's good, yeah. You want to make sure you go, you change your oil sooner than later, okay? Because you don't want to wait until your oil loses its viscosity for you to change it. So if you can change it a little bit sooner, the sooner you can do it, the better. Sensatai says, hi, Mr. Kit. I'm in Uganda. Hello, my friend from Uganda. I think in Uganda they speak Swahili. How do you say hello in Swahili? I know that. I think I'm forgetting. I think they say Jambo or something. Anyways, yeah. Hello, my friend in Uganda. Uh-oh, I lost your comment. Let's see. Oh, right here. Yeah. So from Uganda, you say, I have top scan diagnostic, but there is a code which disturbs me. System too lean and too rich P0171. Okay, classic lean code. So my first question to you would be, what vehicle is it? What kind of vehicle are you diagnosing? Is it a V engine or is it an inline engine? Now, lean codes can be caused by a bunch of things. I mean, if it's a mass airflow sensor engine, check your mass airflow sensor. Check for vacuum leaks, check fuel pressure. Actually, the previous video that I was referring to earlier, it's going to be awesome. Cameraman Kyler and I shot that video. It's a good video. I'm not going to tell you what's wrong with it. You guys are going to have to watch the video. That Prius kind of kicked my butt a little bit. I was kind of chasing my tail. I made a mistake in the video. We didn't cut out the mistake part. We left it there. I told cameraman Kyler, we got to leave the mistake. I made a mistake. I kind of misdiagnosed it in the beginning, but then we figured out the issue at the end. Yeah, you guys will see the video very soon. It's going to be a good one. Okay, and then Shentai says, but Mr. Kit, I appreciate all works you do, bro. Thank you. Thank you. It's good to be appreciated. Marcos G says, hello, Mr. Kit. Shout out from California. Hello, my friend from California. Any tips on fellow techs on how to improve themselves in the auto industry? Yeah, I have a lot of tips. First one is go to training. Okay, if you are not ASC certified, become ASC certified. I became a better technician after doing all my ASC tests. I see a lot of people that take the ASC test, they fail, and then they talk smack about the ASC test. They're like, oh no, it's trash. They ask dumb questions. No, I mean, I became a better technician after I started studying and prepping myself to pass my ASC test. I can guarantee you that. You become a best technician. And if you work for someone, you will make more money because you become more valuable. You will have less comebacks, and your boss will I can guarantee you, your boss will pay you more. I was interviewing a guy last week. I told him he doesn't have ASC certificates. I'm going to give him a job, but I encourage him to become ASC certified. I told him, if you become ASC certified, I'm going to pay for your training, I'll pay for your certificate, and I'll pay you more. Every time you get a certificate, I will increase your salary. So make sure you get them, because when I have noticed people that are ASC certified tend to do the job well. I mean, they tend to do the job right the first time. So, I mean, not everyone. I know there are some guys out there that are ASC certified that also are not good technicians, but for the most part, the ones that I know that are ASC certified, they're good. So become ASC certified, go to training. If the shop you work at does not pay for training, invest in yourself, Don't just buy shoes and the latest phone. Put some money into your training. I mean, I'm not saying that's what you do, but yeah, go to training. but you know, if you're here in the States, go to ASCE, go to Vision, go to there's a bunch of training. Go to what's the other one? Go to Apex, go to the SEMA show, which actually this year we're gonna go to SEMA. We're gonna go to the SEMA show. I'm gonna take my camera crew with me. We're gonna, you know, the SEMA show is in Vegas. They have the Apex Expo, I think that's how it's called. They have training classes there too, you know, and yeah, there's a bunch of things that you can do to get better, you know, and then read books. You know, read books, read. That's all I've done, you know, just read books and watch videos, go to training eventually. So that would be my tips to my fellow techs out there, my fellow tech friends. All right, so what else do we have? Oh, I see Nicholas right there. My friend Nicholas. Nicholas, what's up? Actually, Nicholas, that's my boy. What up, Nicholas? Okay, Nicholas Markov is here. Hold on. Okay. Wait, is this Nicholas or Nick? I don't know who this is. Is it Nicholas, the son, or is it my bro, Nick Markov? So Nick says, can't wait for long, but good work with the channel, King. I'll swing by the shop my next day off. Oh, so that must be Nicholas, okay, how do I like to call him? My little bro, like my little nephew. Actually, Nicholas, I am so proud of you. I'm proud of the technician you have become, and I can't wait to talk to you. It's been a while. We gotta catch up soon, Nicholas. Yes. Oh, okay. He just says the young one. Okay. What up, Nicholas? Yeah, I'm glad you're here. Good to see you here. All right. What else do we have? Yeah. So. Good to see you here, Nicholas. We need to catch up soon. Okay. Let me see. Okay, Chepong Noko says Ben's fault. So the fault code is 14A700. The negative control deviation of exhaust gas recirculation, that is the fault. You are doing great work. You're welcome. So it looks like you have a EGR system fault. Now the deviation code from experience, what I've seen in the past is that code can be caused by, so here's what's usually happens with EGR systems, okay? I mean, most of you know, with the EGR system, you have recycled exhaust gases that go back into the intake manifold while the engine is running when the EGR valve is open, right? So what usually happens over time, there is soot that builds up, or carbon builds up around the EGR tube, and then it clogs the tube, and then you can have a EGR tube that's clogged, and then that's gonna prevent the that's gonna lower the flow of the exhaust gases going into the intake manifold, and that will cause deviation codes. So make sure you check your EGR tube, make sure it's not clogged. Also check your EGR valve, make sure the valve is opening and closing smoothly. You can have a valve that's sticking. If you have a lot of carbon built up around it, that can cause that as well. If it's some EGR valves are mechanical valves that are operated by vacuum. So if it's vacuum operated, make sure your vacuum tubing is fine. If it's an electrical one, make sure your circuit is good, make sure the wiring is good. So check that, and if you make sure all of that is good, your problem will most likely be fixed. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, let me read this. So we have Victor Hall. Okay, Victor Hall says, my cars are pretty pre-96, so no OBD2. How do you diagnose old cars? I saw your video of the old Ford F-150. Thank you. Yeah, actually, you know, Matt, someone is talking about that old video we did, that old Ford, the one that was out there. Guys, keep giving us some hearts. You know, give us a heart, give us a thumbs up, whatever you have to do. Guys, give us some hearts, guys. Come on, it's not going to cost you anything. Press the button. Do that. Keep pressing the button. How do I diagnose old vehicles? To be honest, I don't have like OBD1. I don't have OBD1 tooling or testing equipment. For the most part, I don't have that because it's old. I might get some in the future, maybe. I don't even know if it's even important at this point. But when I diagnose older vehicles, I basically just stick to the basics. Like, for example, that truck was not running. For a truck to run, you need compression, you need spark, and you need fuel. So those are the things that I check. And you need to check that whether it's an old car or a new car. You need all those things. You know, you need all those things to, you need all those things for a vehicle to run, right? So you need good compression, you need spark, you need fuel. So that's what I check. If it's an old vehicle, I make sure I check for spark, I check for fuel. And then if you have a no start complaint or no start condition, I'm sure you're gonna be missing one of the three. And then just follow whatever you're missing and fix it. And I'm sure after you do that, the vehicle will start. Okay. Now we have Joe Mustafa says, "Hi Dio, how are you, my boss? I'm from Gambia. I appreciate your works on your videos." Thank you, my friend from Gambia. Thank you. I appreciate you as well. And then we have Mukhtar Bari says, "I forgot to mention it's a CVT transmission." Oh, okay, cool, good to know. And then Bernard D. Padrich says, "Dio, this is my last comment, I promise." No, you can comment as much as you want. I mean, that's fine. I have a 2013 Altima 4-cylinder, 180,000 miles with P0420, so catalytic converter code. The code is intermittent. The engine does not hesitate. No lack of power. Any ideas? Well, it sounds like your catalytic converter is going out. Now, make sure you check your O2 sensors, because I've seen defective O2 sensors throw catalytic converter codes, especially the ones behind the catalytic converter. So make sure your O2 sensors are working well. And then Oshwell Dopewell says, "My Avalon hesitates, then jumps when I put it in drive. Any idea of the problem?" Misfire, maybe? I'm guessing. I don't know. Diagnose it. I mean, not diagnose it. I mean, scan it. Take it to a mechanic who can diagnose it for you. You know, make sure it could be anything. You could have a misfire going on. You could have a failing crank sensor. You could have a failing cam sensor. So there are so many things that can cause that. So if you have a code, that would help. And then we have Sam Kanyeke says, "Good to see you. Good to see you too, my friend." Maybe I should have this over here. So Nicholas, good to see you, buddy. You're probably on your lunch break, my friend.
You talking about the TV right here?
No. This. Oh, right here.
Oh.
Yeah, the mouse. Okay, very cool. And then we have Sekirembe Frank says, "I'm also from Uganda and Congo. Your homeland is ours. We request you, if possible, share with us those automotive books. Thanks." Oh, really? Okay. So what I might do, of course, I would share those with you. I can take pictures of some of the books that I have, and I can put those pictures in the community tab so you guys can see them there. Okay. And then Sydney H says, "What's up, Dio?" What's up, Sydney? Good to have you here. And then we have, oh, my friend Ama Touré. Ama, comment ça va? Ama says, "What's up? Love your videos." Thank you, bro. Thanks for having you here. Thanks for being here, my brother. So we have M. Deedboy Ba says, "I have a 2002 Nissan Xterra. Died in the road after replacing plugs, distributor, crank sensor, plug wires, and finally I just towed it home." Do you have any codes? What codes do you have? What codes do you have in the engine computer? And then what else do we have? We have Louis Serrano. He says, I like how detailed are your videos. Good, thank you. Actually, guys, I have a question I need to ask you. I was talking to cameraman Kyler about this off camera a couple of days ago. So here's what I have noticed. I have noticed that there are some of you that like the long format videos where I detail everything, where I explain everything. Some of you say, oh, the videos are too long. Maybe you should make videos a little bit shorter. So what do you guys would prefer to see? Do you guys want long format videos where I'm like detailing everything? Or do you want us to make shorter videos where I'm going straight to the point? Because it's something I'm contemplating. I personally prefer detailed videos. I like videos where we are explaining everything, you know, where I'm like showing you why I'm doing. I mean, it's one thing to show you a test, but what goes through my mind is if I'm doing a test, I have to tell you why I'm doing it, why I'm doing this test versus another, you know. But I know some of you want short videos as well. So what do you want? Do you want us to continue making these kind of videos, or should we make them shorter? Or should we mix them? Should we make long videos and short videos? So let us know in the live chat. Maybe because cameraman Matt and cameraman Kyler are here. They're reading these comments. So after our live stream, we're going to come up with a game plan. We're going to come up with a strategy on what we should do in the future. Maybe we should make shorter videos or keep them the way we're making them, because our videos tend to be 30 minutes to 40 minutes on average, sometimes an hour. So do you guys want that, or should we change it? Because I don't believe in being stagnated. I believe in changing and evolving. You know, things will change on the channel. There's a lot of things we're gonna do in the future. We have a lot of great ideas, but as we change, we want to change to get better or grow, not just go back. So you know, not go backwards. So let us know what you would like to see. Okay. So Ahmad Touré, Victor Hall says thank you. Jada Victor says hi, boss. Hello. Amma says you are a genius. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, bro. I don't think I'm a genius, but thank you. And then Solo Her says I boosted my spinner van for 1 hour. Oh, you boosted, okay, to charge the battery. The next day the battery was dead. The temperature outside was probably -8 degrees. Is 1 hour charge good enough, or is there parasitic draw? It sounds like you have parasitic draw. You probably have a draw that you need to check or look for. Okay, so D Boye Ba says details is better. Okay, so I guess you guys like, I mean, I like long format videos. And again, I know some of you like short ones. I like the long ones where I'm like, because when I make videos, I want to make videos that I can go back, because I watch my videos. I go back and watch the videos that, I watch every single one of them. And you guys will notice, I watch all the videos, I reply to all the comments. So I want to make the videos that I would want to watch. Even when I have kids, my kids in the future will be watching those videos. And I want them to watch the videos so they can also learn and be proud of their dad about the videos he's making today. You know, so I don't mind making long format, but if you guys don't like it, let us know. I mean, I think if we detail them, it's good, because that's how, you know, I want everybody to learn and everybody to be good. So if we detail and we're telling people how we're doing tests, I think, in my opinion, I think that's good, but I could be wrong. So let us know. But based on what I'm getting over here, it seems like detail is having detailed videos where we're explaining everything is good. So that's good to know. So Marcos G says, keep them long and detailed, bro. Okay, that's good. It's good to know. That's good feedback. So Jose HD says, I like detailed videos. Most people are looking for the quick fix. Okay, so now then there is, you know, we also want to grow the channel. I mean, you guys tell me, okay? Because we also want to grow our subscriber amount. We also want to get more views, because You know, that's how we get paid. That's how cameraman Matt gets paid. That's how cameraman Kyler gets paid, because of all these views and everything. So if we're also not getting any views, if people are not watching them, we can't keep them on our team. We can't pay them, you know. So at the end of the day, I want to make quality videos, but I also want to make sure we're getting views and you know, we're getting traction on the channel, because you know, the equipment, the amount of time that goes behind making the videos, you know, the knowledge, the technology, it's expensive, you know. So we have to make sure we're also getting something coming in so we can continue. So I appreciate you watching the videos. Give the thumbs up, because when you give it a thumbs up, when you leave a comment, YouTube will actually recommend our videos to more people, and that's how we get more views and more subscribers, and cameraman Matt will be happy, cameraman Kyler will be happy, because they will get paid, I will get paid, and then we'll keep making videos and great videos for you guys. So keep doing what you're doing. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, Jose HD says, okay, we have Hendrik. Okay, we have Hendrik Olivier says, hi there, love your channel, especially on sprinters. Do you have experience on OM646 engine for sprinters? If I'm not mistaken, is the OM646 the 2.1 liter engines? Yeah, I've worked. If you're referring to the 2.1 liter engines, I've worked on a lot of them. So, yeah. All right. So how are we doing on time? How long is it? Have I been talking for an hour already?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
An hour.
An hour.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
I go to the
Yeah.
hour like 15.
An hour 15 minutes. Okay. So how long should we keep? I'm asking.
Maybe we should switch to that.
Should we switch? Okay. So cameraman Matt is telling me we should switch to the under the hood, but the questions keep coming. So maybe I'm taking too long to answer the questions. So let's see. Sorry guys. Can I just go through all of this and then we can go under the hood? Yeah. let me ask the guys behind the camera here. So all right. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I have. Okay. Do you can you share shop with other? Do you share shop with other mechanics? Yeah. So right now I'm sharing this shop with a friend of mine. So I don't, you know, I don't use the entire shop. I'm using this side of the shop. We are actually looking for a shop right now. So to those of you that are in the Frederick area in Maryland, if you see a shop that's for rent or that's been leased out, let me know, because yeah, we need a bigger shop and we've been looking for a while now. So we're looking. So yeah, we definitely need to grow our team, and this shop is becoming small. So if you know a big shop out there, let me know. And then, oh, FS Kiza. Oh, my friend Kiza. What's up, bro? Good to have you here. Kiza says, not a genius, but a life and insanity saver for a good diagnosis. Thanks, bro. Good to have you here. So Solo Her says, I used to feel the video is too long, but I realized you miss a lot if details after actually watching an entire video. So the best way is if you have an editor or help, you can have long and short. Oh, okay. That's a good idea. What do you guys think? So we can have a long version of a specific video and then a short version of it. Do you think we can do that? Yeah, I'm asking the camera crew here. They're laughing. I'm like, yeah, we should. That way, those who like the short one, they can watch the short one. Those who like the long one, the detailed one, they can watch. But the reels tend to be too short. I don't think the reels would have enough. We'll think about it. We can talk about it and then figure out what we need to do. Okay. And then Ahmad Touré says, yes, Dio, you fix what other technicians can fix. Oh, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. So Donovan says, more information is better. Your detailed analysis is superb. It assists us to understand the complex issues to solve them effectively. Thank you. I appreciate it. Vernon Mitchell says, detailed is better. A liter of both when if you need a break. Okay, that's good to know. Sydney H says, love the detailed diagnosis videos. The camera work reminds me of The Office. Oh, okay. Also, love the banner between you and Matt. Oh, okay.
What did she say?
He says, love the banner, the banter between you and Matt. Okay. Like the stuff we do on camera, the back and forth.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, the stuff we do on camera. Matt is asking me, what's that? I was like, yeah, the back. Actually, Bob also told me the same thing. Remember the white sprinter we worked on? The one that needed the intake manifolds and stuff? We did part 2 outside. Then we took it on a test drive. It was losing power. You were making fun of me because I took the light outside. Yeah, and Bob liked it. He was like, man, I like the back and forth between you and Matt. It's really awesome. Yeah, I took the light outside and you were making fun of me. So, so that's good. So we got to keep that going. Very cool. And then Bednar D. Patrick said, I enjoy the long videos that are detailed. There may be a viewer experiencing the same issue you are working on. I know the long ones have helped me on a few occasions. Yeah, I mean, that's why we make these, that's why I make these videos, so that, you know, I can help you. If you watch my video and you learn something, or you apply what you've learned from my video to your own car or to whatever you're working on, that makes me feel awesome. And I hope you're leaving me comments about this. Like, I enjoy reading the comments. I enjoy when you guys tell me how the videos are helping you guys. So let me know in the comments. You know, I don't get tired, although I get a ton of comments right now, but I don't get tired reading them. You know, I read every single one of them, the emails, the comments. That's what keeps me going. That's what gives me the drive to, like, even when I'm tired, I want to keep filming because of the comments, because of the knowledge of, you know, knowing that you guys you know, are being helped and the videos are helping you guys. Okay. So Senior Will says, sir, can I ask your comment about all catch? It is good or bad? When you say all catch, what do you mean? Can you be a little bit more specific about that? Charles Auto and Truck Repair says, we like long videos since they have a lot of teachings. Okay, that's good to know. The Funeral Director 1965 says, your long format videos are perfect. Okay, that is good to know. We're going to continue making them. Thank you for your feedback. Ama Touré says, the way you are teaching us, we will be our self-mechanic soon. Oh, really? No, don't be your self-mechanic. Otherwise, I'm going to go out of business. I mean, I want you to use what I'm teaching so you can kind of fix your own car, but I still want you to come to the shop so I can fix your car. Otherwise, I'm going to shut down and I won't have any business. I'm just kidding. Oh, okay. So, Sekirembeka Frank says, Mr. Dio also talked about Toyota P0011 camshaft position sensor over retarded one day. I failed to figure out what was the cause and it's intermittent. Okay. Maybe if we have an issue like that, if an issue like that comes around, then I can make a video about it. William Figueroa says, long videos better because I like your explaining. Okay, very cool. The Funeral Director 1965 says, I have, what? The Funeral Director says, I see cameraman Matt is laughing over here. Is everything all right? Okay. Okay. So I've learned a lot from you about scoping. Oh, thanks. I'm glad to hear that. So, okay. Sekirembak Frank says, long videos are better. We appreciate your great Mr. Dio and your team, Matt and Dominic. Oh, very cool. Yeah. So actually right now, so Dominic is no longer with us. Cameraman Dom is not part of the team anymore. Right now we have cameraman Kyler. You guys will get to we'll get to know him very soon, and You will see his videos. He's making great videos. You'll see his videos very soon. And then we have Ian Boa from Uganda says, impressed with your videos, logical and informative. The low-tech version of diagnostics is very useful. Technicians over here are constrained by a lack of high-tech diagnostic tools. Okay, yeah, that's a problem, I know. Dimboye Ba, guys, I'm reading comments here from the screen, so that's why I'm not looking at the camera. Says, thank you. Moembad Kam Malak says, Dio, I want to see you work on a Ford Model T one day. That would be a blast. Yeah, maybe someday. Yeah, for sure. And thanks for being here, my friend. And I enjoy reading all your comments. I see you leave very interesting comments in the videos. I appreciate you for being here. Yeah, maybe, you know, the other thing that we might want to be doing in the future after we have a big shop and we have a solid team of, you know, a couple of technicians working here, we're gonna build a studio where we're gonna set up all our stuff, and then we can start working on like project cars. Maybe we can buy a Model T and then work on it, you know, maybe create series of videos about it. So we have some cool ideas and cool projects that we're gonna start working on in the future. So keep watching the videos, you know, keep being here. You know, we have a lot of great things coming up. Okay, we have Daniel Ashley. Daniel Ashley says, do you do undercoating rust proofing? No, I do not do that. I don't know how to do it. I don't know, maybe in the future, but I don't do that. So Ama Toure says, tell your friends, coworkers, neighbors about Dio and Kid Auto Repair. He's the best. Yes, tell people, if you are in Maryland, bring your vehicles here for service, okay? Tell everybody about us. We will take care of your vehicles. Actually, we have customers coming pretty much from all over the states right now, all over the nation. We have a customer that came from Texas last week. He left his RV here. So we will work on it. We're gonna make a video about that. So I appreciate all of you that are coming from afar, that are driving several hours to come to our shop. So thank you very much. Okay, I'm gonna drink my water break. All right, what else do we have? Okay, so we're gonna go under the hood. Let me read a couple more comments, then we'll go under the hood. So Amal says you could add timestamps and video chapters to longer videos so people can go to the parts they need. Oh, okay, that is good to know. Yeah, okay, that's good to know. We can do that. Awesome. And then Nick 2506 says, hello from England. Hello, Nick. I really enjoy watching your channel and I have learned a lot about my OM642. Okay, very good. I'm glad to hear that. Joe Abbat says, do you remember your first video you did and was you nervous? Oh, you meant if I was nervous? Oh yeah, I vividly remember my first video. Actually, Matt was making fun of my old videos the other day. We went to lunch and he was asking me about how I started the YouTube channel and how I started filming. And I shared, actually my first video is still up. You can go back and watch my first videos. Man, when we watched it, we were looking at the light and Matt was laughing. He was like, what the heck were you doing? You know, like the quality was, hey, you know, they say, do not disguise small and humble beginnings, okay? So all I did was I went to a pawn shop and I bought the cheap camera for $35 and I put it on a tripod and I started filming. You know, it was, now when I look back, I'm like, what the heck? I didn't know what I was doing. It was very funny. But, you know, the videos I made then and the ones we're making now, it's like day and night. They're very different. So you just need to start, guys. This is kind of a testimony or proof, you know, to you guys out there, to those of you that want to start YouTube channels. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to have the best cameras. Although right now we have great equipment, but I didn't start with this. I started with a tiny little camera, and I only paid $35 for it, and I bought it used at a pawn shop, you know. And then fast forward, almost 4 years later, you know, we have the technology that I don't even know how it works. I mean, these guys, Matt and Kyler, take care of that. So you just need to start. And yeah, I was very nervous. I mean, you know, I still get nervous. I'm still nervous in front of the camera, but you know, the more you do it, the better you get. So, and then we have FSI Kiza says, big up to Uganda in the house. By the way, the camera crew really do a good job. Camera crew, you guys do a good job. Bernard D. Patrick says, cameraman Matt needs to be so cameraman Matt needs to be mic'd up so we can really hear the banter. Yeah, actually, I'm glad you're mentioning that. I need to start putting cameras on YouTube. Yeah, of course. I mean, Matt, you do have good questions that you ask. You know, so I'm sure a lot of people here on our community would want to hear the questions you ask. Okay, and then great job, Dio and the cameraman. Okay, thank you, Ama. So Rana says, sir, my fuel trims are high. Long-term fuel trim at 25%, but never change. But short-term fuel trim is also stay positive. Do I get a vacuum leak or fuel delivery problem? Well, try to excuse me. Increase the engine RPMs and see if your fuel trim numbers get better when you increase the engine RPMs. Because if you have high positive numbers at idle and then at higher RPMs, regardless of engine RPMs, then your issue will most likely be fuel delivery or maybe mass airflow sensor. But if your numbers get better at higher RPMs, then your issue is most likely a vacuum leak. Okay, and then Senior Will says, sir, some mechanics fix oil catch from PCV to filter oil, especially with turbo. This is good. Oh yes, oh that's what you meant by oil catch. Yes. Oh yeah, it's good. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can put a oil catch between the PCV tube that goes from the head or the valve cover to the turbo inlet, so that can catch. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. As long as it's not the ones that have a high restriction rate, then yeah, you can use that. That's good. And then HVAC repair guy says, can you add an 8-inch lift to that car? This one? I don't know, maybe I'll think about it. Ian Nibua says, I want to see video which make me learn. Don't rush. Oh, okay. So you guys, you like long format videos, okay? AP Krama says, my car is shaking with cam sensor fault codes. What should I do? Well, check your sensor circuits. If your sensor circuits are good, then you probably have sensor issues. So the HVAC repair guy says, does that car have water-cooled spark plugs? That's a good question. I don't know. Let's have the community answer to that question. So ED Jenkins say, hey Dio, how does pumping the brake drive an engine lean? Oh, you're talking about the trick that I usually do? It's actually a great trick. So it drives the engine lean if, you know, when you have a vacuum operated brake booster, because on the brake booster you have vacuum on one side and then atmospheric air on the other side, right? So when you pump the brakes, you allow air from the atmospheric side of the brake booster to enter the vacuum side of the brake booster. So as that air enters the other side of the brake booster, that air eventually is going to go into the intake manifold through the tube that connects the brake booster to the intake manifold. That is what causes the engine to go lean. It's a quick trick to check O2 sensors and other sensors like that. Okay. All right. So guys, we're gonna switch. We're gonna go under the hood. I will come back to these comments just in a little bit. So we're gonna switch. I'm gonna switch to the other camera. So cameraman Matt is getting ready to bring the camera under the hood. We're gonna prep this engine because we're gonna replace the engine from this vehicle. So we're probably gonna film just under the hood. We're gonna film maybe for we're gonna film whatever I'm gonna do under the hood for maybe 20 or 30 minutes, and then I'll come back here and answer more questions, and then we will wrap up this live stream. Okay, thank you everybody for being here. Keep asking questions. I'm going to read your comments and questions in a little bit. So I'm gonna stand up, I'm gonna switch cameras. So we're gonna switch to cameraman Matt. Okay, so I'm gonna move this light over here. So cameraman Matt, if you can come here under the hood. So I'm gonna remove the air filter box first. So to remove the air filter box, I'm gonna disconnect the mass airflow sensor. Okay, so this thing is what, dude? Focus. What? Focus, Matt. What's going on? Why are you laughing at Kyler? Okay, so actually, okay, I'm gonna change gears a little bit because since we're gonna take this engine out, I'm gonna remove the hood. So let me grab, Matt, you can stay focused. Yeah, let me grab the, I think this is a 13. So we're gonna remove the hood, and then I'm gonna need Kyler's help to remove this once I get the bolts loose. So you guys will see cameraman Kyler. Kyler is not like Matt, okay? Matt doesn't want to show his face on camera. Kyler doesn't mind. Matt, one of these days I'm gonna make you be on camera. So I'm undoing these bolts over here so we can remove the hood. We're taking the hood out so we can, because eventually we're gonna lift the engine out of the engine bay. So the hood has to be off. So I'm gonna remove the first nut. So Kyler, if you can come on this side, because I would want you to hold, yeah, if you can hold the hood over here, if you can hold that, yeah. So I'm gonna disconnect, there is a hose over here. There's a washer fluid hose. So we're gonna disconnect this. Actually, so Amma, if you're still here in the chat, remember I told you I was putting the engine on this. So Amma is my good friend. He's also a customer. He's a subscriber. He lives not far from here. He brings his vehicle here for service. You know, we were talking about this car actually. He was like, Dio, you have to fix this engine fast so we can sell it. I mean, you have to fix this car fast so we can sell it because it's tax time. You know, I'm gonna get you a customer. So I'm sure Amma Touré, you are very happy that I'm putting an engine on this because I don't know. I mean, I thought I was gonna keep this, but I'm putting an engine on this one, then I'll sell it. We have another one over there, another Chevy, the one that had coolant mixed with oil. That one will keep as a shop vehicle. So anyways, some of you wanted me to use this as a rental or a shuttle vehicle for customers, but you know, with the liability and everything that's attached to it, so I'm not going to use this as a loaner vehicle. That was kind of my idea, but then when I talked to my lawyer and my accountant, they were like, you don't want to do that right now, maybe in the future. So maybe in the future we'll have loaner vehicles, but not right now. So let me get this light out of the way. You can just put this down here. Okay, so Kyler, I'm gonna remove this nut. If you can hold this, especially the corner there, because usually what happens, that can come back and then hit the windshield. So we don't want that. Let's be careful that you got it. Okay, awesome. Now I'm gonna come on this side. Okay, now replacing this engine is pretty straightforward. So we should we should get this out by later today. So I'm gonna undo this hood prop thing here. Okay, I'm just gonna. Nice, okay, now we're gonna lift. Awesome. We can just. Oh, you, okay, hold on, you stuck there? Okay, I got it. I thought you could have come through, but. Okay, you can't fit there. I'm just gonna put it over here. Nice. All right. We got room now. Okay. Man, can we, oh, we're using the cable for the, I was gonna say we could have put the other light over here. Yeah, maybe we can move that light over here. Is the cable gonna be long enough? Yeah, it should be. Okay. All right, so now I'm gonna have to lower the car just a little bit. Let me see if I can, let me move this a little bit. Hold on. What's, oh, there's a cable down there. Nice, okay. Alrighty. No, you can stay on that one. You can stay on that camera. Yes, that one, yeah. We don't have to, yeah, I need to lower it just a little bit. The car is sitting a little bit high. Okay, this is a pretty good height. Okay, so let me grab a, okay. So we're gonna undo this tube over here. So Matt, you might wanna come on this side. Yeah, so now the engine that I bought has, I think the guys at the junkyard told me that engine has 50,000 miles. Now the vehicle itself has 140,000 miles. So we're putting an engine that has low miles. Now, when we install the old engine, actually before we install it, I'm gonna replace the timing belt, and I'm also gonna replace the water pump, because once we have that engine out, we might as well do that. Because although I'm gonna sell this car as is, I do not want to sell a car to someone that's gonna have issues in a little bit. So I'm gonna do as much as I can so I can make sure that this car is in great condition for someone who's gonna buy it. Okay. Man, this thing is stuck. What the heck? This should just come out pretty easily. What? Okay, we're gonna maybe rock it and pull it up. There we go. All right. Now I'm gonna disconnect the mass airflow sensor. There's a little locking tab over here that we have to push back. There we go. All right. So cameraman Matt, can you see this? Good. Okay, I'm just gonna cut that zip tie. Okay, so how are we doing in terms of questions? Okay, since I can also look at the screen over here. Okay, so someone is saying, I'm just gonna pick a random question here. So Daniel actually says, is OEM parts from the parts store the same as dealer parts? No, the dealer parts are the OEM ones. Okay, the ones from the parts store are aftermarket parts. Okay, so we're gonna disconnect this tube. Actually, the air filter on this car wasn't too dirty. So this just pops off. Okay, so here comes the air filter box and the filter. Okay. So I'm gonna get these guys out of the way. So here's what we got. Remember, some of you last time were wondering if the belt was snapped. As you can see, our belt is not snapped. So now I'm gonna start disconnecting all these the electrical connectors here. I don't like how they put all these little locking pieces over here, because they always break. I hate this little locking. You see this little yellow locking piece over here? I hate them. All right, nice. So we're gonna disconnect the purge valve. We're gonna disconnect this. We're gonna disconnect our fuel line. So at this point, I'm disconnecting all the electrical connectors, all the lines, everything that's in the way will get disconnected. Okay. So I'm gonna grab my fuel line disconnect set. I have a set here. Let me grab it right here. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it right here. This is, if you guys want to know the part number, this is the part number. So we're going to open this and grab the adapter that we need. I believe it's this one. Put this over here. So we're gonna insert this in here. We're gonna push it up. There we go. So this goes into this little, it has these little clips over here that hold the line on the rail. So you push the line down first to release the pressure, and then you pull up. All right, so we are done with this. Actually, I'm gonna wipe down my tool. Okay. So Amma says, yes, I'm here. Dio, you will make good business. Okay, bro, sounds good. You and I will do a lot of business in the future, Amma. That's good. So I'm changing the engine now. So cameraman Matt, do you think this engine is gonna run after we replace the engine? You think this car is gonna run? Yeah? All right, cameraman Matt. Okay, very cool. All right. It doesn't matter, because this is a bad engine anyways. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so right now I'm disconnecting all the electrical connectors that we have in the way. Okay, we're gonna lift this all these brackets. Okay, let me grab the light. Let me put the light over here. Oops. We're gonna disconnect the cam sensor. Okay, very nice. Okay, as you can see, our wiring harness is starting to lift up. That's good. So we're disconnecting one sensor at a time. Nice, very good. And then we're gonna disconnect this over here. Very good. Nice. Very, very good. And then I'm gonna grab these E-sockets. We're gonna use our magnetic tray. We're gonna put all our bolts there. Actually, before I continue, so these are the nuts that we removed for the hood. So I'm gonna put them back on the hood because we don't wanna lose them. I mean, we're probably not going to, but I always like to put them back over here. So this is gonna go right here. And then this one's gonna go over here. Okay, perfect. Now, all right, let's see, what comment do we have here? Sir Bad says, I replaced the mass airflow sensor, but car still, let me see. Car still what? But car, oh okay, car still stalls and shuts down. What could it be? Probably fuel pressure. Check your fuel pressure. Make sure you have enough fuel pressure. I'll check fuel pressure next. And then ES says, I have a vacuum leak and I have tried to smoke the intake, but I see no visible bricks. What do you recommend? You have a vacuum leak. So when you send smoke throughout the intake manifold, where do you see smoke coming from? Is it coming from the intake manifold or is it coming from a specific tube? Because if it's coming out of a specific area, that's where you should focus on. Okay? And then
I think we should change that and say working on an engine. If that'll pull more people in.
we could,
Might.
but check well, which I can change that. I can change that here. Okay. Let me switch cameras.
Just put it on the waiting screen.
Okay.
One is on the charger.
Oh, right. The other one's on the charger. Okay. All right, guys. So we're gonna adjust something really fast here, and then we'll be right back. Good? All right, guys, so we are back. Awesome. So now there is I need to get an extension here. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna look at the comments as we're doing this. Okay, so Vincent Hardy said, so my 2014 Silverado is jumping from V4 to V8. I replace what? What did you replace? Interesting. Okay. Let us know what you replaced, Vincent. All right, so as you can see, we can now lift this over here. That's good. So now we're gonna pry this over here. So I'm gonna remove this little PCV tube over here. So removing this engine should be pretty fun. All right, we're gonna put that back there. I'm gonna disconnect the electrical connector of the throttle body. Nice. Okay. So now, what do we have to disconnect over here? So it looks like we're gonna have to lift up the vehicle for this. We have to disconnect the crank sensor down here and then the AC compressor. Okay, that's good. So now what I'm gonna do is let's grab our AC machine and recover the refrigerant from the system first. And then when the AC machine is recovering the system, we're gonna go ahead and answer some questions. Kyler, do we have another extension code? Oh, can I use that extension code, please? Yeah. That one, I'm gonna use that for the AC machine. So we're gonna grab our AC machine here, Matt. So AC season is almost here, so this machine is gonna start being used more often now. So we're gonna recover the refrigerant from the system. So let's plug our AC machine. I'm gonna turn it on. I'm looking at your laptop over there. We're good there.
Let me refresh it.
Yeah, we're good.
Oh.
Matt, we're good.
Hold on, I have a notification.
Then,
There's an issue.
then give Kyler the camera.
There,
Kyler, can you grab the camera?
That's lagging so bad. Oh, I think it's back. Okay,
You
it's
sure?
back, yeah.
We're back? Okay.
I don't know what happened. I wonder
Oh.
if this was interfering or something.
Okay. I haven't used this in a while. I gotta reset the time and the date. What's today? Is it the 10th? No, it's supposed to say 10 and then 2020, 2025. And then what time is it? 3. Oh, it's 3 already.
Is that right? It might be right.
Is that the right time? 3:15?
Yeah.
Whoa. We should end the live stream soon. How do I go from AM to, oh, right there, AM to PM. Okay. So while the machine is rebooting, I'm gonna get these service lines connected to the AC system. So this over here is our high side service line. Service port. So I'm gonna connect this over here. Okay, and then let's find the low side. Oh, right here, Matt. Here's the low side service port. Because we're gonna remove the AC compressor. So that's why we have to disconnect this. And then we're gonna, okay, let's show the gauges first. You see the low side gauge. So I am closing this knob. That's why the gauge went up. So look at the low side. You see how it's showing 0 PSI right now? So let's show here. I'm gonna close the knob and then the gauge is gonna go up on the machine. You see how the gauge went up? So this tells me that the AC system on this vehicle is not leaking. There's refrigerant in the system, so it's holding pressure. All right, so now we're gonna hit recover. Okay, and then this is gonna suck all the refrigerant out of the system. So at this point, we're gonna let the AC system do its thing. Okay.
You see it drop?
Yeah, it's gonna start dropping. So just watch, you'll see. Can you show the screen also? Yeah, you can zoom out a little bit. You'll see the screen. It's gonna start going down. All right, cool. So you don't have to show the machine. You can show me now. So as the AC machine is draining, recovering the refrigerant from the system, I'm gonna read the comments, and then after that, we're gonna wrap up this live stream. So we've been live for over an hour and a half now, almost 2 hours, kind of. So we will stop here in a little bit, and then we're gonna go get some lunch, and then I will get back and do this off camera. So we're gonna make a separate video of how I'm gonna remove and replace the engine on this one. So yeah, you can show the gauges. You just watch the gauges, they'll start dropping. I know Matt is curious. He's like, what's going on here? So that's the refrigerant coming out of the machine is pretty much recovering the refrigerant from the system. Okay, so now let's look at the comments there. So Senior Will says, thank you, sir. And then he also says, good job, thank you, more power, thank you, I appreciate you. Ahmad Toure says he's here. He said we will make good business. Of course, bro, let's do it. And then ES says, I have a vacuum leak and I have tried to smoke the intake, but I see no visible leaks. What do you recommend? What do you recommend I do? How do you know you have a vacuum leak but you don't see a visible leak? Is it because of your fuel trim numbers? Yeah, answer. Can you give me more details? And then Sydney H says, remember Dio, you are live streaming right now. So you can't say things like, let me remove the intake manifold off camera and I'll bring you guys back up. Sydney is a regular. Yes, man. You know what I usually say. I know. I'm like, I should have said, let me do this first and then I'll bring you guys back up. That's good, my friend. That's good. And then Vincent Hardy says, so my 2014 Silverado is jumping from V4. I think I just read that one. Okay. I don't know what you mean by jumping from V4 to V8. Is that the, what's that system that kind of shuts down? The AFM system, is that what you're talking about? The GM system that shuts down some cylinders and then activates others? If that's what's happening, then you most likely have a problem in that system. And then Sam Kanye FC says, Kiza, good to see you. Yeah, good to have you guys here, guys. This is awesome. And then Ahmad Toure says, 50K, that's pretty good engine. Someone will get a great car. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the engine we're installing is in great shape. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And I'm also gonna replace. Actually, let me show you the parts. I just got the parts from the parts store here. Okay, so because I don't want to sell a car that's gonna start having issues in the near future. So this is the timing belt kit that I got from Napa. Okay, this is our timing belt. This is the water pump. Okay, let me see. This is the water pump that we're gonna install. Okay, and then we have some idler pulleys here. I believe this is the tensioner. Yeah, so before we install our used engine, I mean new to us, we're going to replace all these components. Okay, and then we're gonna put new oil in it. I'm also gonna replace the spark plugs. So the person who's gonna drive, who's gonna buy this vehicle will get a good car. And then I might also do a transmission flush too. Okay. So what else do we have? So we have ES says, thanks Dio for the response. You're welcome. And then the DIY Plus channel says, great videos. Okay. And then OD Jomo says, not GSD says, I have a 2010 Highlander Limited that pulls to the right during city driving. It has brand new tires. What could be the problem? Is it pulling when you step on the brakes or while you're just driving straight? If it's not while you're stepping on the brakes, the issue could be the issue could be if you have worn out tie rods or worn out ball joints. So there could be all kinds of things that can cause that. And then Francisca Silva says, good afternoon, greetings from Lisbon, Portugal. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. And then Jabulani Gonan says, I think long videos are good. I think that long videos are good, my genius. Thank you. Please share the details of the Chevy. A subscriber or viewers may be interested. Yeah, sure. We will. I mean, we're gonna film this. You know, we're here. I'm probably gonna do this with Kyler tomorrow. We're gonna film. I would like to film the whole process, although it's gonna be a long one. Kyler, I don't know how we're gonna do this. Yeah, so we're probably gonna break it down. Kyler will tell me how we're gonna do this. So we're probably gonna break this down in multiple parts, but it's gonna be an interesting one. And then we have Jubalin Gunas says, please corn and open a training center in South Africa, please. Oh, Okay, maybe in the future, like in the future, we might be doing seminars, like training seminars, especially in Africa, because I know, you know, a lot of the training that I go to over here are very difficult to find back home. So that's something we might be doing in the future. So stay tuned. And then Vincent Hardy says, thank you for responding, sir. You're welcome, my friend. So guys, what do you think? Maybe let's wait for the AC machine to be done, and then I'm going to turn it off. Then we can wrap up our live stream. Yeah, because we've been on for a little while. So let me drink some water. This was good. This was awesome. Everybody, thanks for being here. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for being present here. We're gonna do this maybe once a week or twice a week. Yeah. Every 2 weeks? Okay. So every 2 weeks, then twice a month then, right? Okay. So cameraman Matt says every 2 weeks. What do you think, Matt? You think we should do that every 2 weeks? Okay. Cameraman Matt agrees. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, let's wait for that to be done, and then we're going to turn it off. Should I switch to Kyler's camera? Yeah, I'm going to move my chair back here, and then I'll switch to Kyler's camera here. Perfect. Very cool. Awesome, guys. Okay. Matt, can you focus on this? I'm gonna split the screen just so we can have both.
Switch it to Kyler's.
I just did.
I did.
Yeah.
The audio is going for some reason.
Oh, the audio's on mine?
Oh no, it's a split.
Oh, okay.
I know why. Hold on. I didn't put.
Okay, we got some technical difficulties. Matt is figuring that out.
Alright, I got it.
Oh, okay. So Dandrick Maxwell says sound is gone. Can you? Okay. Should I split the screen again? Okay. So Matt just fixed the sound. Let us know if the sound is back. Oh, he says it's back. Okay, that's good. Okay. Very cool. All right. This thing's not done yet. Almost 1 minute. Okay, so guys, ask your last questions because. Okay. Matt, can you show the entire engine bay one last time? So just so I can mention what I'm about to do. So let me switch to your camera. So, I mean, you guys will see the video about this. So what I'm gonna do right now is we're probably gonna continue filming this maybe later today or tomorrow because it's almost 4. So we're probably just gonna continue tomorrow. So tomorrow we're gonna get the battery out. So all this harness, I'm gonna disconnect the rest of the wires over here. I'm gonna lay this back, and then we're gonna disconnect the exhaust manifold for the rest of the exhaust. We're gonna disconnect the upper radiator hose and the lower radiator hose and all these hoses back here. And then, I don't know if Matt is gonna be able to see this. This is what broke last time. look at this piece over here. Yeah, so this piece is what broke last time. Yeah, you can't see, that's fine. That piece is what broke. I ordered another one. So we're gonna get this engine out and prep the used one that we got from our junkyard, and then this should be good to go. So let's see what we have on the AC machine. Let's see, it's almost done. It's draining the oil now. Yeah, so, and then actually, you know what, I'm curious. I mean, I can't wait to see what we're gonna find when we take this engine apart. I'm very curious. That's gonna be a pretty awesome video, because once we take the engine out, we're gonna put it on the engine stand, and then we're gonna take it apart and then see. I mean, I'm sure the head gasket is really burnt, but I would like to see exactly where it burnt. Very cool, very cool. So by tomorrow afternoon, this car should be running, and we're gonna drive it out of here. So this thing is taking a while. I want to turn off the AC machine first before we wrap up this live stream. Okay, well, while it's yeah, let me switch cameras, and then you can just zoom up here, Kyler. Let me switch. Let's see. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so we have Jonah Jackson says, I'm going to put some mileage on the 2006 Acura MDX. Oh yes, Mr. Jackson, it's good to have you here. Mr. Jackson is one of our customers. He's also a subscriber. I just worked on his Acura's MDX last week actually. We did a tune-up on it. We also replaced the ignition coils. That's the one. Matt is working on that video. We actually filmed the video. We filmed the whole process. Matt is working on that video. Yeah, so thank you for being here. Thank you for your business, Mr. Jackson. I appreciate you. Actually, we filmed the whole process of how we fixed your Acura MDX. So that video will be on the channel very soon. All right, so we got 1.4 pounds of refrigerant that came out of the AC machine. Yeah, you want to show that? Yeah, you want to turn that on? Yeah, let's show our viewers this, and then I'm gonna get ready to end this. Let me switch the. Are you ready? So I'm gonna split the screen. Ready? Yeah, just come show that. Let's go to Matt. Okay, so yeah, so this is the refrigerant that came out of the vehicle. It's a little blurry. Can you see that? Okay, so yeah, right here. 1.4 pounds of refrigerant came out of it. There was no oil that came out of it, but we got some refrigerant. So when we're done, that's the amount of refrigerant that we're gonna put back in the vehicle. Okay, I like that little switching board, Matt. Matt got me a little switching board there that switches between cameras. That's really nice. You know, it would have been a lot nicer if it was wireless. You know, if it was wireless, that would be really nice. And we can just switch and go between cameras. Okay, So we are done recovering refrigerant from the system. I'm gonna turn off our AC machine. Okay, let me read the last few comments before we end our live stream. So we have Shakir and Becca. Frank says, when will you post the video you talked about, a lady who had a hard starting a oh, the RAV4? I don't know when I'm gonna post it, but it's probably gonna be in a week or so from now. Yeah, I'm sure you're talking about the RAV4 that came from Indianapolis. The owner drove 8 hours to come to our shop. Yes, so the video is done. Actually, Dom worked on that video. That's done. So now I'm working.
The viewers just jumped. Went to, it was 415 people watching.
Oh, really?
It went from 25 to 415, I think because you changed the title.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good, yeah. My,
It just shot up. I don't know.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Or is it the time?
How much? 420.
Like people watching right
A
now?
lot of people watching.
Okay, so maybe it's the time. Now, actually, guys, cameraman Matt and cameraman Kyler are letting me know about how many of you that are watching. They're telling me, oh, there's a lot of people watching right now. So I don't know. Maybe it's the time. Should we start? Because we started at 1. What would be the best time? Maybe we should ask everyone, and then they can tell us. You know. So guys, let us know in the chat when would be the best time to do the live stream. Because right now I feel like it's almost 4. It's like the end of the day. So I'm assuming most people are starting to get off work. So should we keep streaming at 1, or should we start streaming at 4? Maybe from 4 to like 6. You know. So let us know. Let us know what do you think is the best time to do a live stream. Okay. And then yeah. So the RAV4 video that you are talking about will most likely be ready in a week or 2, because I believe it's a 4-part video. So I haven't watched it yet, because when everybody here on our team works on a video, I always watch them before we upload them. So I haven't had time to watch all of them yet, because I gotta watch them to see if there are changes that have to be made. So I gotta watch all the videos, and then once I watch all of them, and then you guys will see the videos very soon. So just stay tuned. Those videos will come out very soon. And then Miles Manhunt says, thanks Dio, carry on. Matt, where is your face? Matt, where is your face? Matt, where is your face? We want to see your face, Matt.
I think the title thing changed. When you changed it, I think that's what made the views go up.
Oh, really? Okay. Very cool. Nice. And then, what else? Shakir and Baker, Frank. No sound. And then sound. Okay. All right, guys. So, what do you guys think? Should we end it here?
Up to you.
Yeah.
You got the views now.
Well, I'm also starting to get tired. We need to go get some food. You know. Yeah. So very cool. There you go. Send some super chats. Man. Okay, I'm gonna disconnect these lines. No, I mean this is good. Yeah, this is a pretty good angle. We can just end it with this one here. Okay, so are these the last comments? Let me make sure these are the last ones.
Keep going up and down.
Okay, well, they're saying the sound is cutting out.
I think that was earlier. Wasn't it? Oh no, it is.
Okay.
Sounding strong.
Is the sound good? Is the sound back?
Oh, I think the stream is just cutting in and out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I think
Can
the
you?
hotspot is probably going out. Might want to move your phone maybe. I don't know.
Really? Are we good? We're good? It's, it's frozen. I think I'm back. Yeah, we're good. Go on and grab your lunch. Yeah, that's what we're about to do. We're gonna have a late lunch today.
It says, I think your hotspot went down.
You're good.
Really? It says no connection.
It's up on my phone.
I think your hotspot went down.
You're good.
Really? It says no connection.
It's up on my phone.
Really? Really?
Yeah, I think we're good. I can see we're having a little.
Okay, yeah, it's back up. Back up.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well. Okay. All right. So we are back. Cameraman Matt fixed what was happening. So once again, I'm gonna, I'm gonna thank you all for being here. Thank you for, your questions, your comments. Thank you for leaving the heart that you were, I see the hearts coming in. Thank you. I appreciate it. We were planning on being live for an hour and a half, but we went well over the time. You're walking in front of the camera, Matt. Walk behind the camera. What's that? Is everything all right?
I think the audio is just cutting out for some reason.
The audio is kind of cutting out. Can you turn it down?
I think it's because it was too close to
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
good.
We're good now? Can you hear me? Okay, cool. Well, let's see. I think it's still slowing down a little bit. Okay, I think we're back. Sorry, guys. We're figuring out the technology. I hope this live stream went a lot better than the one we did last time. And then I'm sure the one we're going to do after this one will get better. We are learning the technology. We're getting used to the setup and everything. So the live streams that will come in the future will be way better. Okay. So once again, thank you for being here. Thank you for your comments. Cameraman Matt, thank you. Thank you for getting everything set up and getting all the technology together. Cameraman Kyler, same to you. Thank you for getting the technology ready. You guys, I appreciate you all. You do great work. Without you, this wouldn't be done. There's no way I can do this without you guys. So thank you. Everybody, I will see you guys next time. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. If you know someone who's gonna benefit from this content, send it to them. Okay, we're gonna film the rest of everything we're gonna do on this Chevy tomorrow, and then you guys will see the videos in the future. Once again, thanks for being here, everybody. See you guys next time.